Hold on, guys. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. With trees down, I got another guy who's in the hospital. Everyone's calling me at the same time when I'm trying to do a live. That's okay. Give me a second. Let me get on YouTube so I can do the. Uh, oh man, let's see. Hey everybody, prayers off to James Faust. He's not doing too good today. Had a pretty bad day, so prayers go out to James. I was talking to his wife, so let's see. Hey everybody, prayers off to James Faust. He's not doing too good today. Hold on. Had a pretty bad day, so prayers go out to James. Hold on. Let me just get into the chat. Hold on, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties. And there, and pop out. Hold on, give me about 30 seconds. All right, we're there. All right, who do we have? Let's see what we got here. Let me scroll up. We got Braveheart Tina. How are you? We got Jesse. Welcome. JD. Haven't talked to you in a while. Bama. Hey, Doug. We got Second Chance. Welcome. Oh, I just heard something crash outside. Hold on. Make sure a tree didn't hit my house. So far, it didn't. We got power out all over the place. We got trees placed. This hurricane Isaias, whatever it's called, is wreaking havoc. We got like 60, 70 mile an hour winds. It's kind of crazy. Jesse, how you doing? Second Chance. Oh, it's just been a crazy day. Like I said, say your prayers for our friend James Faust. He's having a tough day, and hopefully he'll have a better night. But like I said, we're saying our prayers. Let me throw the link up. Scotty, how you doing? Oil Tech, hello. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the hurricane or whatever it was, tropical storm, was as bad as they said here, where we. Because a lot of mostly wind here. Like I said, trees down, streets are littered with trees, and and stuff like that. So typical hurricane type gale forces and stuff like that. So we, we're ready for it. I mean, thankfully, right now you see we have power. I mean, if my stream all of a sudden goes out, then I lost power. But at this point, the firemen are outside with an aerial truck. They're trying to maybe move some trees around to get them off the power. The utility come crazy. Who knows? I mean, if I lose cable, if I lose power, you're going to lose me. But anyway, I just figured I'd come on. Like I said, I just got the news from James's wife that he's not in the greatest of shape, and hopefully, like I said, prayers go out to him. Hopefully, he'll be better. Anywho, what's going on with everybody? I don't know who's on the East Coast with us that weathered some of this storm, but it was in the DC area this morning, and it worked its way up here to Connecticut about 2 hours ago. And it's the tail end now. It's just the wind. The rain is gone. Basically, it's just the tail end with 60, 70 mile an hour winds. So trees are going sideways, street signs and street lights and everything. It's crazy. I got my oldest daughter came to visit because her house is all shaky. She didn't like that. So she's here with her cat. So if anyone wants to chime up, I know in the UK it's about 9:30, so it's about almost bedtime for you guys. But thanks for coming up, Scotty and Tina and everybody else over there. Oh, man. So, yeah, like I said, when I heard about James, I just wanted to make sure that prayers go out. Well, good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you are. So, yeah, I mean, everything's good here. Like I said, to me, I mean, I'm used to it. You live in New England, you have storms, you have hurricanes. Usually once a year, there's a big storm or something. So it's the beginning of the season. Usually the season starts, end of July, beginning of August, and it goes to like November, December. So we'll see. They turn from hurricanes in the warm weather now to nor'easters in the winter where you get big snowstorms and stuff. So we're used to it. That's what you get for living in New England, where you have a and something degree. Let's see. UK is 9:32. It's 4:32 here, East Coast, USA, Connecticut area. So you guys. .5 hours. So we'll see. We'll see how long it lasts. I may lose power. They may have to shut down the street to fix the house across the street because the tree went down and took the wires off the guy's, not off the guy's house, but they stretched them so they're touching the ground. So they're probably gonna have to shut off the street to fix it. So we'll see. And we're all connected. The way the power is around here, we have above ground poles, and we're all connected to the same line of wires in the street. So if they want to shut something down to fix it, we all lose power for an hour or whatever it takes. So unfortunately, the guy across the street isn't home, so his neighbor actually called the fire department to have him come out. So just waiting for the storm to end. That's all. Waiting for everything to end. But there's the link if anyone wants to come up. Dusty, how you doing? How are you? We're weathering out the tail end of our tropical storm Isaias here on the East Coast. We're pretty much done with the rain. We're just battling the winds, the power lines that are down, all the trees that are down. A lot of streets are blocked off. Every fire truck is out in town trying to clear roads and stuff like that. So it's nasty out there, but typical tropical storm, New England, New England, USA. Welcome to New England. That's what we deal with. So just figured I'd chime in because my daughter's here out in the living room talking to the wife. They're watching the weather report, and they're watching the firemen outside start to rearrange or cut down some trees and stuff so we can get these power lines squared away. But like I said, if the thing goes out, then I lost power. I wish I could go on, but I was at work, and if they find out I'm going on a live stream, I'll get fired. I'd love to do it, but you guys go on like 2, 3 in the afternoon, and I'm still working. I usually get out of there around 4 o'clock, which is around 9 o'clock time. There we go. We're back. I don't know how long it's going to last. Like I said, we have power. The lights were flickering before. So far, so good. We're still powered up. So we'll see what happens. But figured I'd get a little bit of small engine work done tonight. But with the wind pounding and everything that's going on right now, so we're fortunate we didn't lose. I mean, knock wood, we didn't lose any trees, not yet at least. It's supposed to be windy for another 4 or 5 hours here. And if there's any more rain, it'll probably come on later tonight. But basically just the tail end of Tropical Storm Isaias. So what is going on with everybody? Anything good? Read again. No, I'm back. Anywho, anyone want to chat? Anyone want to come on a panel? Anyone want to say anything? Feel free. All I'm doing is hanging out in the storm. So trying to make heads or tails of what's going on. Hey, Craigie baby, how's it going? Brother Craig in Ohio. We didn't lose any trees, Craig, but if you were here, I'm sure with the fire department, you'd be out with them because they got a aerial ladder truck in front of my yard trying to get some trees down because it's taken down the power lines to my neighbor's house. Dirt Rider, good afternoon to you. How you doing? Yeah, so we're just hopefully the power won't go out. Hopefully we will. Actually, Craig, there was no traffic going home. I was amazed. The parkway was littered with trees and leaves and branches, but nobody was on the highway. Smart people. So, but they say around neighborhoods, 70 to 80% of my town is out of power. Hey, here's Mick too. What's going on, brother? But we're just trying to make it through the end of this tropical storm. Hopefully we won't lose power and we'll still be on and we'll see what's going on. But that's it. I figured I'd just come out and say hello to everybody, especially all my UK friends. Got a ton of UK friends. Who's that? Scotty Daniel. Touch your nose, Scotty. Perfect. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, doing good, doing good.
Yeah, just trying to weather the storm.
Yeah, I have
Pretty good storm. Yeah. So it traveled fast. I was in Washington, D.C. this morning, and it made it up to us in about 6 hours.
Yikes.
Yeah, but just like with us, we didn't have a lot of rain. We had about 2 hours where the street signs were sideways and the trees were all sideways, and then everything started tumbling and falling. Torrential rain for about 2 hours, but now it's sort of like just wind. Everything's drying up, but every road is just full of leaves and twigs, and so. But welcome to New England. That's all.
I do, Ryder.
How was Tina's stream?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah,
we got to do one with Tina next to Allie, though. We got to get them together.
Ali was up on stream.
Oh, are they? Oh, yeah. I gotta look at it. Go back.
He was sat on the sofa on his phone.
I gotta go back because I was talking to a friend of mine. Did a stream the other day, but he doesn't turn on the chat. So afterward, on a lot of them, you can see the chat afterwards, and you can scroll down to keep up. But he doesn't turn it on. So I watch him, and I'm like, "Who are you talking to?" And he's talking to people in the chat, but you can't see it, so it's kind of hard to follow.
Yeah, sometimes with the YouTube live streams, like the live chat doesn't engage afterwards. I know if like the live stream has to be edited slightly, it doesn't, because I had that with my first stream.
Yep.
The live chat wasn't engaged because I had to edit it slightly.
Craigie, the ladder was out there to cut down trees, Craig. There's some trees that are still precariously hanging next to live wires. So I think they're out here to help out the tree guys and take some of the trees branches down before they pull the wires off the poles. So my wife said she saw the sparks when the tree hit the guy's wires, but it didn't cut our power, thank God. So hopefully, like I said, if you guys just lose me all of a sudden, we lost power. So that's all. So what have you been up to, Scott? Anything good?
Well, tomorrow I'm back down my friend's house, and we're getting some cables for a Honda lawnmower sorted out. I got
Now,
it.
you do that on the side, too, or is that do you just dabble, or is that something you side like us?
It's just something which we're sort of dabbling with, really, but we are going to be fixing it and flipping it, getting rid of it, because my friend.
Now, how far away are you from like Mick? Are you close or?
No, Mick's the other side of the UK. He's well, hang on.
I got to get a map and put my pins on it because
he's about sort of like nearly northeast, I'd say, to me.
On a clock, what position on a clock? If you're on a clock, where are you and where are he on a clock?
He's probably at about 4 to me, 4 or 5 around that. He's a good distance away from me. Yeah.
What about Conquer, whatever?
Plonker. He is north to me. He's the next county up from me. I've actually got I actually have family which I don't talk to because they're idiots, but as a point, that are about 25 minutes away from where Conquer is, roughly.
And again, hey Donald, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Yeah, we got a few people on here. Yeah, we saw this big truck come up, the aerial truck, which is the ladder. It's like 100-foot ladder, 150-foot ladder truck. And my street is not that wide. And I have cars and trucks parked in the street. So they're trying to guide them through the traffic to get up here because I guess the neighbor told him that the lines were down. They thought it was like live wires. It's not live. It's just that the trees are holding the wires, touching the guy's pavement. So the wires are all stretched out. So let's see what happens. Hey, Pete Froud. Good afternoon.
Hi, Pete. Yeah, Conquer is a good. He is a good chap.
Oh, I tell you, he made that.
He takes a lot.
He takes a lot of
bashing.
He has a thick skin. He definitely has a thick skin.
He definitely has a thick skin. Yeah. Oh yeah. He can take it. It's brilliant.
I tell you one thing though, like we've just had some great chats. It's been fun. I tell you, I like mixed game though, even though some of the stuff is crazy, but I love trying to figure out.
Oh yeah, the guessing the tools.
I gotta get some stickers made because I'd love to start doing that, but I want to be able to give something away. So I gotta find something around here that does it.
I've just got stickers done for myself actually.
I like
waiting on them being delivered.
Dirt Riders got the typical question to a small engine mechanic. Do you have a generator? Well, let me answer that twofold. Yes. Does it run? No.
That is a problem.
I've got a 7,500 watt generator that a customer gave me, but it needs a camshaft, and
Oh no.
having that time, 2 hours. So it's usually, the last time we had a 2-day or 1-day outage is when we had 4 feet of snow. So it's around here, there's too much congestion and too many people for them not to give us power back shortly. And the way the power company is around here, and we can pay for it, they better. So I tell you, I had electric bill last month, $470. Ugh. Crazy.
Me and my friend's got a generator we got to have a look at. It's been a major troublesome generator from the day which they got it. It's had so many problems, and it's either see if we can fix it or get rid of it. So for a bit of fun, we're seeing if we can sort it out, and it'd be good if we can get it working because it's caused problems ever since they got it. Even the previous owner who got it from brand new and sold it to my mate's dad, he had problems with it as well.
I had a customer text me today at about, I think it was 1 o'clock, 1:30, wanted to know if he could bring his generator to me so I could fix it so he could bring it back home before the storm. And I was like, dude,
good luck
here. What do you mean before the storm? I said, the storm started at 10 o'clock this morning. It's going until 10 o'clock tonight. I said, what do you mean before? So he had it was leaking gas like crazy. Well, the thing was, this guy called me up maybe 6 months ago and said, I got a bad gas line. Can you fix it? And I said, drop it off. He never did. Now, what, he waits till the storm
It's when it's actually needed, they want it fixed. And it's just like, I don't have magic wand.
Jason Hughes, good afternoon. Yeah, it's just they do it all, especially in the snowstorms. They'll call me when the flakes are already an inch on the ground. They'll say, "Hey, can I stop by?" And then they want to watch you fix it. I was like, "Well, triple the price if you want to do that." You know, crazy.
Yeah, because I got to send to myself just in case it's a complete pain.
Well, it is when it's an inch or two on the ground. I want to be inside watching it, having a good time with a little toddy or something, and enjoying myself.
Exactly.
I want to be working on.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But I had a neighbor that moved away. Same thing. He waited till an inch was on the ground. He'd wheel over an old piece of crap and say, "Hey, can you fix it?" And I'm like, "Really?" So, no more. I'm too old to do that anymore. Hurricane Higgins. Yeah, we got the Isaias. It's hard to pronounce, but it's a weird name. But I don't know who names the hurricanes, but they get some crazy names lately.
Hey, even over here, we've got some rather weird storm names. Storm Bruce, I think, was.
Pete Froud, yes, we have. Yep, Hurricane Isaias, it's called, or Tropical Storm Isaias. Came up from Florida yesterday, came through D.C. Now it's here in the Northeast, and it's working its way. I think it's working its way west from like New York to Pennsylvania. I was just wondering if the Pates, Jason and Christina, got anything, because they were right in front of it, Long Island Sound, which is the body of water that separates my state from Long Island, where they live. Is called Long Island Sound, and that got a bunch of wind. So I'm hoping everything's okay. Nikki Walsh, good afternoon or good evening, Nikki. I know it's real late your time. I think it's like 10:45 where you are. I think Ireland's 6 hours from me. So thanks for stopping by. But the best snooker player ever, I know it's I used to know what snooker was. Snooker's that's on the billiard table with the little bumpers and stuff. Is that snooker?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was the only thing that fit in my buddy's basement. He wanted to buy a pool table. Snooker table. He's like, "What's that?" Just two circles going around and nothing else. Up, back. Yeah, it's like all of a sudden it goes black and I see the circle going around, and then you come back. So crazy. Bar billiards. I tell you, I'd love to get over to the UK and party with you guys. That'd be some fun. I tell you that much. Bob Bellino, how seen you? Welcome. Starting to get some wind in Mass. Yeah, but I think it's going to be more west, Bob, unless you're on the western side toward eastern New York. Because right now I'm in the Bridgeport area. So with us, most of it was to the west of us, except for a lot of wind and maybe 2 hours worth of rain. So it wasn't too bad, but enough wind to knock down trees and cause a total panic from everybody. See, my daughter didn't even want to go to work. She was afraid she'd get blown off the road, but she finally went in. I had to convince her to say, "I'm standing at work right now. It's not doing anything. Come on in." Yet the street signs were sideways on the street lights, so she probably realized that once she got on the road. Yeah. You're not allowed to party, Nick. What's going on with the geckos? Anything?
Yeah, they're doing all right. They're just chilling. Yeah, just chilling.
I brought a cat over, and it's hidden behind the couch where you can't access it. So
yeah,
until she leaves.
I've got one that's sort of awake, sort of I can't be bothered to really move too much, and the other one's probably I can't actually see her, but I think she's in her ride, probably asleep. She's a bit lazy.
They're nocturnal, right? They're up at night. Is that what?
They would normally, if they were normal, be awake now, but they're not normal.
What do you got to do? You got to put like a heated rock in there or something to keep them warm.
Not a heated rock. No, not a heated rock, because they get their heat from their bellies. If you put a heated rock in there, they're gonna naturally go straight for that, lie on it, and potentially burn their belly. So it's basically heat mats. So underneath the substrate and all that, you put the heat mat, have a thermostat on it to regulate the temperature, else it's going to get too hot and potentially melt. They don't tend to do that too often, but I have heard of it. But I also have a heat light. It's not recommended, really, but I do have a heat light as well, just because, well, one of my leopard geckos, she's only got 5% vision in one eye, so she can't really see too well. So the light actually helps.
How do you know that? How do you know that? You said you got 5%. Huh?
The vets. I took her to the vets. Yeah.
What do you do? Look in the eye and see if it's damaged, or?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Basically, she hasn't really got much reflex. Like, you know how when you go for like medicals, when you go to medicals, they do like reflexes kind of thing. They kind of did that. They kind of moved the vet kind of moved her hand towards her and one side, because we said that we're not sure on her condition and everything because she was a rescue. The previous owner had an LED fish light in the Viv, and it's like, that might affect her vision. So they checked and all that. It's like, yeah, she's only got 5% vision in one eye because she barely reacted at all to one side. But she's fine. She eats when she feels like it. Yeah, she's the only one that's actually out of the two leopard geckos that's actually gone to the vets, because obviously she was a rescue. I wanted to check her condition because I did rescue a leopard gecko previous, which was named Frank. Random name, but yeah.
How do you do it? What's a rescue gecko though? Is that something where the owner just abandons it, or
basically what I classify as rescued is you get the reptile for free. You don't really pay anything for it. Maybe get it quite cheap. Yeah, it's been in bad condition. For example, with the first rescue leopard gecko I got, it was living on a sand substrate. Food was just thrown in the Viv. Just so you know, sand is not good for leopard geckos at all. They will end up eating it and they bung themselves up, compact themselves. And yeah, he was in real bad condition. He was skin and bone, literally. You could see his bones. He was stupidly skinny. He would not eat. So we ended up having
Which one is
ironically, this one didn't survive. This one didn't survive. And we had to actually feed him, ironically, baby food. Is the only way we could get him to eat is vegetable-based baby food. Hello, Crypto.
I say, speaking of geckos, it's Crypto.
Yeah, it's almost like she knows. But yeah, he didn't survive. He made it a day short of a week, and sadly, he died in his sleep. So with that,
how long do they usually last for?
About 20 years.
What's the lifespan? Oh wow,
about 20 years.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be committed, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, with that in mind, I was like, I am not going through that again. So as soon as I actually rescued Bella, I took her to the vets and got her checked over, and yeah, she, except for her 5% vision in one eye, she's all healthy.
So you got now, right? I lost myself. Oh, I'm back. I said you just have the two, right?
Yeah, I have two leopard geckos and 5 bearded dragons, but not all the bearded dragons are mine. 4 of them are mums. We did have 6 bearded dragons, but a couple of weeks ago.
How big are those things? How big is your bearded dragon?
Probably about that long with the tail.
Holy cow! Wow.
Yeah. We did have 6 bearded dragons in total, but sadly, a couple of weeks ago, one of them passed away. So we're down to 5 again. We originally had 5. Then we had a clutch of eggs that hatched because we bred them, sold them all but one, and that one's my bearded dragon. Welcome to Gecko Talk with Scotty. Yeah, that's about right.
Now, do you have to keep them? Yeah, this storm is wreaking havoc with my internet.
Yeah.
You're asking about the fuel line. What I normally do, I have a little tool I made. If you go on to the chainsaw guy, the guy that's out in Oregon, Rich, he'll take a piece of wire, maybe 0.5 millimeter wire diameter, fold it in half, crimp the end, and then, make it like into one piece. Then you stick that back down into the holes in the tank. When it comes out, cut your fuel line at a sharp point and just pinch it onto that wire. Where the wire bends over, pinch that onto that fuel line and then pull the wire back through, and it'll pull the line right back up. I use it all the time. You just a piece of wire, fold it in half where it's crimped on the end, crimp that to a sharpened piece of your fuel line and pull it right through. That should work. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, yeah, Dusty, I'm still waiting for your package. I still haven't seen that yet. So I know Mix took about 3.5 weeks to get here. So I'll probably see it next week. Yeah, Roadrunner, if you go on to, like I said, the chainsaw guy, his name is Rich. He's in Oregon. And just look up fuel line install. He actually sells the wire tool with a T-shaped handle, like a pull start handle for a mower attached to it, so you can pull it. But you can do it yourself. I mean, just if you have a piece of wire, maybe 20 thou, about 0.5 millimeter diameter, and fold it in half, it works great. So I use all the time.
All the time. I covered that bit. Yeah.
Who's Nikki talking about? A promoter. Must be one of those pool bar billiards guys or something. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, like I was saying before, prayers go out to my friend James Faust. You guys that are familiar with my stream know James from the stream. He had a pretty rough day today. Not doing too good right now. So prayers out to James, and hopefully he'll call me tomorrow saying he's back amongst the healthy or the living or whatever. I don't know. It's day to day with James, and I'm sorry to say, I hope he's doing well. Anywho,
yeah, the geckos and the bearded dragons are doing okay. Crypto.
Now, Crypto's got a few too, right? 1 or 2.
Yeah. Well, she's got crested gecko. She's got 1 crested gecko, 2 leopard geckos, if I remember rightly, and I know she's definitely got a bullfrog as well.
Oh, I saw the frog. Yeah, I saw it on one of the streams.
Yeah, I think it was.
I didn't know if it was real or not. It almost looks fake.
Yeah, it's called Dig, and her husband's called Dick too. So.
Let's see.
Oh, hello, Luna. What are you doing? She's moving. Ooh.
Now they're in terrariums now, so you'd have to take them out to play with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Free reign, that would be kind of crazy.
Yeah, it would be a bit. I don't think I'd trust them. It'd probably wreak havoc. Well, especially bearded dragons.
I think, now, did Crypto show us the frog's legs the other day? Because I think aren't the legs like 2 feet or something? Didn't this frog have a real good set of legs on him?
I don't know about that. I might have missed that.
Because I know someone was chiming in saying how they like to have frogs' legs, but.
Oh yeah, Edward. He has this running thing about winding Crypto up about frogs.
Just like chicken, right?
He has chickens and ducks. Yeah. Talk about frogs. I had a frog in my shed for about 2 weeks. I managed to get it out, and it was in my shed again today. I was like, it's gone back in my shed. What is it with it and my cylinder mower? Poop Times has been sat on it. It's like, get off it.
We could hear him here at night because we've got like little swamp maybe 2 or 3 blocks from here, there's like a little swampland, and you could always hear them at night.
Yeah. It ended up going underneath the fence into the park next door, so it'll probably be back. Guaranteed next time I open a shed, the frog will be there again, like, hello, about hello again, frog, how are you doing? Please stop going in the shed. There's a pond over there, go to that. You probably got to shoot out my next door neighbour's garden, to be fair, because she's terrified of frogs.
Oh, really?
Not proper terrified of them, so if she sees a frog, she ends up shooting it out, so.
Our last cat would bring them home all the time, usually in pieces, though. So, like, look what I found.
I had I don't know if it was a very big frog or maybe a toad that one of my old cats brought in one time. Scared the living daylights out of both me, my mum, and my ex, who was kind of staying with me at the time. It took, no joke, about 20 minutes for us to catch this frog toad thing. It's like,
in the house?
It's going to take a while. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, yeah, the frog doesn't say hi.
The cat came in one day and had the legs hanging out of its mouth. And I'm like, where's the rest of it? So she let it go, and it was just legs. I'm like, oh, okay. So she enjoyed the rest of it, I guess.
I know the frog wants a home, Crypto, but the problem is there's no water for the frog in my shed. And there's a lot of sharp implements I do not want a frog stabbing itself on. On my luck, it'll find one of the garden forks and impale itself, and I'll be like, oh, I got a dead frog. Don't want to be clearing that up. And the fact it keeps sitting on my cylinder mower, I don't know if to find that funny or be slightly assaulted. Because I know the thing doesn't work or anything, and I'm still working on it, but that's besides the point. I still got to get.
What do you have, Scotty? Do you have like a ransom like Mick, or what do you have?
No, it's an Atco, which is another British brand.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working on it for quite a while. I haven't done any work on it since about June, possibly, maybe late. No, probably later than that. Saying that, it's been a couple of months, but I've had problems trying to get parts for it. It being vintage.
How long have you played with the small engines and things?
Well, I've done a bit of tinkering here and there for quite a little while because my great granddad, no, not my great granddad, brain died there. My great uncle, he used to repair lawnmowers himself, and well, my dad attempted to fix a lawnmower once and broke it. He took it apart and couldn't figure out how to put it back together again.
That sounds like
yeah. It was more a case of I kind of had to sort of figure things out. Because last year my lawnmower died. So that's how I found some of the small engine guys.
Oh, I lost you. Hold on.
You're back now. Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm sitting here, all of a sudden everything goes black.
Yeah. It's unfortunately our lawnmower, which I was trying to fix, didn't succeed because it turned out the engine was a put. It died. It's just a Kumsky engine and it died.
Yeah, don't tell Mick about the Kumsky.
Yeah, he'll say, yeah, that's because it's a Tchaikovsky. But yeah.
I definitely have to get him a care package with all kinds of Tchaikovsky stickers and T-shirts and all that.
I think that might insult him a little bit. Just a little.
All in good fun.
Yeah. I've still got the deck for that mower. I just got to just get it sorted out. Got to measure up the engine and all that and get a new one. That's probably another one that I'll sell on. Got no point of keeping another lawnmower.
I thought Pete Froud was going to say tech rubbish. He said Tecumseh.
Yeah.
Named after the Indian. Tecumseh.
Yeah. I still got the engine. It's just in pieces because it's dead.
Yeah. When you say dead, is there a hole in the block or is it just needs to be rebuilt?
Like the piston's completely seized.
Yeah, but that's easy enough to fix. Easy enough.
Yeah, I'll just get a new engine. Be easier.
I know most people around here just go to Harbor Freight and they buy the $99 engines, the Chondas, and just throw them on.
No, I'll probably put a Briggs engine on it. Find one that'll fit and put that on. At least they'd be easy maintenance. Bish bash bosh, sorted. Just go get one that definitely fits.
Oh, we got a Mega Dirty. It must be, I'm trying to think, it's probably early Wednesday morning there in New Zealand. I'm trying to think what time. What time is it there?
Oh, yikes.
It must be, I was saying, it must be, he must just be getting up because I know.
Must New be Zealand, quite early, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Roughly, it would be, let's do a quick search. Roughly, it'd be about 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Roughly.
Yeah, normally, we'd be getting ready to go to bed, and he's like, oh, I'm ready for lunch. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Nice, bright and early. I've got a great uncle that lives in Australia. Yeah, 9 a.m. There you go. I thought it would be about that. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Well, there you go. We're back. There used to be a TV show years ago called Big Blue Marble. And those that are old enough, like in their 50s, probably remember. But you could get a pen pal from around the world. And I ended up getting a pen pal in Queensland, Australia.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah, we talked. That was back when we had letters and stamps and things like that. So it was interesting, you know, to get they would come par avion on the envelope. So
yeah. Cool. I used to have a e-pal, an email pen pal in Germany. But I sort of lost contact with her, really.
It's funny because
it was a bit of a shame.
With this Skype and this and that, it took all the excitement out of it because now you can just Skype or stream or whatever, and it's like you're next door.
No.
So
the thing is, I used to literally just email back and forth and all that. So the thing is, majority of it was actually in English, not in German. So. Although I did know some German because I studied in school. But she's very good at playing.
I was in Germany for a month. I love Germany. It's pretty.
Yeah. Very nice place, yeah. I've never actually been myself, but my nan did. She went around Christmas time and went to one of the Christmas markets. They know how to do Christmas markets for sure. They definitely know how to do Christmas markets. I only have one African dwarf frog now. My 2 silver foxes chased it out of the tank. I need to put them in a bigger tank. Diggs fault he bought. Oh.
What are silver?
Have you? I'm not entirely sure. I am not 100% sure. Well, have you not got the? Oh, blimey! Have you not got? Does that mean you haven't got the bullfrog anymore, Crypto? Or is this a totally different setup? I am confused.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what silver fox. I'm trying to do a search.
Yeah,
pictures of
foxes. Yeah. Same here. I'm a bit confused.
Unless silver fox is lizards?
Fish. They're fish.
Okay. Actually, silver fox.
Silver fox fish. Okay. What do they look like? Let's have a Google. Okay, yeah. I'm with. Yeah, they're pretty cool looking fish, actually. Pete Farrell's daughter's got a leopard gecko. Leopard geckos all.
Yeah, okay. If you put a frog in with 2 fish, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Sorry to hear that, Crypto. African dwarf frogs go in a fish tank. Okay.
I wonder how big an African dwarf frog is. It must be tiny.
They're quite small, yeah. They're probably about. From what I gather, they're quite small. I mean, I guess there's a clue in the name: dwarf frogs.
No, my I hope
Hi,
it's
East
not a matter
Coast.
of time before I lose power. Hey, East Coast, what's going on? Oh, man. There's the link if anyone else wants to come up. I'm just weathering out the end of the storm. So we got a bunch of wind out there now, 60-mile-an-hour winds. We're just waiting for all the trees to fall down. So
hopefully they don't cause too much damage.
No. Like I said, most of them are trimmed, so if any of them fall, they're not going to hit the house or anything.
Oh, that's
my
good.
neighbor.
That's good. Yeah.
My neighbor's going to have a roof repair.
He
I had a pond. Ooh, that'd be fun. I had a friend of mine who he put in one of those koi ponds, box around it and everything else. And in the winter, they actually are in the winter time. The top's frozen. They're underneath, living.
Yeah.
I didn't know how
Koi's are so cool.
Yeah.
Koi fish are so cool.
And he feeds them. It looks like dog food. It's like pellets. It looks like dog food.
Yeah.
And he throws some of it. Oh my! It was like piranha. Yeah.
Honestly, crazy. I think the best thing that I've seen aquatics wise is what are they called? Vampire crabs. They're like the coolest, weirdest looking things ever. Absolutely amazing. The colors on them.
Yeah, logo looks good, Mason.
It does look good from what I can see of it. Oh, I'll have to check it out a little bit later.
Yeah, I gotta get some stickers made and get some handouts going so I can start doing some contests like Mick does, because that's always a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's a good laugh.
Oh yeah. All right, you know what? I'm gonna hit it because I hear the firemen outside. I'm gonna go check them out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take my house down. So, all right, Scott, coming up as always a pleasure, and everyone who joined in, I really appreciate it. Got a lot of people there. We got Tina's back down there, East Coast Mega, and Crypto, and Scotty, and Jason, and Pete, and everybody. It's Craigie and East Coast, all those guys. Thank you for stopping by. Just figured I'd chime in and show you this, whatever I'm doing in the storm, which is not much. But all right, that's it for me.
Bye.
We'll talk to you soon, guys, later.